Hello, everybody. I have had so very little sleep.
It's a beautiful morning.
Meanwhile, I had a pretty good amount of sleep, so,
Fuck you, Zero. Right in the booty.
No, thank you.
It's sunny and unpleasant. I hate the sun. Why does it exist?
That too. Remember that bus ride I was talking about that took like an hour and the bus actually cut off the engine because it was taking that long to move 5 feet?
No, actually.
And you know what? It's like,
that boiling hot, and he couldn't turn the heating off either.
Can you just walk at that point?
I could have done, but heavy shopping.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Well,
That bus probably smelled amazing.
It did not. He also opened the doors to the bus every time we stopped because we needed fresh air.
Yeah. I'd imagine so.
That driver was so fucking cool. I mean, shout out to that guy. He was great. He actually let us know how far behind schedule he was. Like, he was supposed to have done an entire lap around his route by the time we actually got to the end of that street. It was great.
Wow.
So, we're not actually doing the podcast, but I really needed to vent a little bit. I apologize.
I was going to say, this seems like podcast material. Why is this in the Reflux?
So, we're doing Reflux. Yay!
Yay!
Also, before we move on, to add one more thing. See, if you were in America, the bus driver would have said, fuck it, and started driving over other cars by that point.
That would have wrecked all my shopping. It would have all gone out of the bags, and I'd have had to scramble to try and pick it up. And
So, we're on Boku no Hero Academia, or My Hero Academy, Chapter 35.
Academia is not Japanese.
Bless you.
Academia, My Hero Academia,
Also, it's hay
whatever.
fever season.
So, first page, we get the third matchup, which was over in a flash. Kaminari versus Shiozaki. Class A v Class B. And Herp.
Thunderp.
It's all out of juice.
So, Jesus Girl was able to defeat him pretty easily.
You saw that, too? I was going to call her Crown of Thorns.
She's got crown of thorns. She looks like she's praying. Her eyes are closed. That's pretty Jesus-y.
She actually looks more Virgin Mary-y
Pretty
to
much,
me.
yeah. But,
Yeah.
yeah, Christian imagery.
So you can kind of tell what happened is that he tried to, at the beginning, use all his power on one thing, and she formed a wall of, like, thorns to protect her and then restrain him.
Not sure how that's how that works, but whatever.
That's what it seems like happened.
Well, she does have a wall behind her, so that's understandable, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Apparently she's got it going on.
And to emphasize the Christian imagery, I'm so glad the second chance I was giving didn't go to waste. Yeah.
Wow, they're really driving that home.
Yeah, they are.
I'm a fan.
Speaking of fan, we have fan art. And it's fucking prick guy.
Bakugo in color.
I don't actually
Words.
see that.
And his
Because
hair
he was
is
a scrub.
appropriate in this lighting.
Leave Bakugo alone.
Okay, so
we get her name and her
she's
quirk.
good for her. We're never going to see her again. She's hair lady. She does hair things. They're like vines.
Pretty
She's
much.
Tangela.
She'll never go bald.
It's a page explaining her powers, and that's it, pretty much.
Yeah. And she did pretty good, and Deku's taking notes, of course.
He's going in depth with her powers. Or is that the announcer?
That's
No,
him.
that's him.
Okay, then yeah, he's scribbling furiously at his notebook, which he
I
still
think that's
keeps.
what
I'm really happy to see that.
Yeah.
And gets a little bit embarrassed when that's pointed out to him.
Well, she's actually kind of impressed with it, so that's cool.
Like, I also have notes about your zero gravity, too. And Next matchups, we have Ida versus Hatsume.
Sprint to the top, I get it, 'cause fucking he's a running guy. And he runs.
And he runs fast.
And he ran so far away. I've had so little sleep,
You didn't take the easy route of a Sonic joke, so good on you.
Couldn't get away.
All right.
I like that song. It's a good song.
It is?
Flock of Seagulls. It's a good song, yeah. Like, all of their songs are about aliens. It's weird.
So Ida has a full array of support items on him. Surprisingly. I wonder who supplied that.
Yeah.
So, like, you have to apply to have support items. And then he's like, wait, Ayama has his belt. I thought it was okay. Yeah, he lied. And he launches into a spiel about how, this Hatsume girl is has such sportsmanly conduct, saying, we need to be on equal footing, so she granted me all these items. Why she showed me her mettle, her grit.
Yeah. I feel like his whole fair play thing is becoming a bit of a character flaw.
A bit, yeah.
It's probably going to come back and bite him in the ass at some point in the future.
You mean like in 2 minutes?
Well, not even this. I mean like a serious biting him in the ass.
Midnight says, God, you're so inexperienced. Adorable.
That's not a flattering
drawing
there in that speech bubble there.
He's not exactly the best. And then Deck is like, wait, I know that girl. There's no way that she's actually like that.
Yeah.
And she has a mic, and she starts talking about items that she gave to him.
Yeah, she's just giving running commentary while Ida tests out her shit.
The audience is watching an infomercial right now.
This hydraulic attachment bar. Now, where she's looking at the company executives. She actually does have a quirk called Zoom. If she really focuses, she can see things 5 kilometers off, clear as day. So,
which, hey, her eyes make sense.
Yeah.
Yay. Not really, but okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Don't question it.
Why would they look like crosshairs when it's a scope?
I said don't question it. It's happening. Don't worry about it. They're sniper eyes. Just move on. Sniper eyes. Let's go.
So, can she shoot with them?
They help.
She might get laser vision at some point.
Honestly, zooming with your eyes would be really useful for a sniper character. Or not even just a sniper character, just using a regular gun without a scope.
Not really.
Yeah.
But,
So basically, 10 straight minutes of her running around and selling her products.
Yeah.
And then once she's done, she's just,
she just walks off. You played me for a fool. Oh, that doesn't read right in English, but it's okay.
There's no doubt she saw how super earnest Ida is and fed him a nice sounding line so she could take him for a ride. Yeah. So,
she's still awesome though.
We get to see Dick Laser's match, just a short little one shot of it.
Damn it, the page timed out. Hold on.
And he gets to use those reflecting lasers even there. Well, they're being a bit lenient with those tools stuff, but whatever.
He applied to use the belt.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, you really do only get one shot at that.
Pelvic thrust.
And Acid Girl just barely dodges it. Goes right between her legs.
Is it barely? Because that might be intentional that there's that much of a gap. If you work with somebody a long time, it'd be easy to guess where it shoots, I suppose.
Yeah. I like how his beam has sparkles in it.
Yeah. So, next page.
She's super stressed out. As we said before, character expressions in this are fantastic, in that they vary so much.
And sometimes that gets a little unnerving.
Well, how would you look if you had to fight Bakugo and you suck at fighting?
That's a good point.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. So she's confessing that she's really scared. And then Deku...
More Dick Laser fight.
Yeah. I need to see that.
He's got his hands behind his head like he's really... Okay.
I need to see this animated.
That's great.
So, yeah, Deku's just like, yeah, everything ended really quickly. So, Acid Girl caused his belt to malfunction, so, yeah. Without his belt, he kind of freaked out, and then she punched him. And Tokiyami won by striking Momo first.
Yeah.
Because she needs a little bit of time to create stuff.
Anyway. Hard body against, what's...
Tetsu.
Did we have a name for him?
No, we didn't.
His name alone is good enough.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Tetsu.
No one can pronounce it but me.
Tetsu.
Oh, I finally got it. Jesus. Okay.
It just requires you to be slow.
So...
Yeah.
Deku basically says, yeah, everyone's giving it their all, so... The Bomberman is not going to hold back either.
So let me help you out. I got a strategy.
Yay.
This is our main character. He has a strategy prepared for her. That's helpful.
What? What are you talking about? No way. A main character with a plan?
Ironically, his is not as good as hers is.
Yeah. Then again, this is really... He says it's super hasty, last-minute stuff.
Yeah, and she knows her powers better than he does.
Yeah.
So.
And she thanks him, but she says, it's alright. I can do it on my own, basically.
Yay. Yeah. So she's been counting on Deku to pull her through the whole thing, and that isn't cool, she realizes, after Ida's whole I want to be a rival thing.
Yeah. Just nice development.
Yeah.
Everyone's duking out with their futures in mind, so everybody's each other's rivals.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be the Sakura here.
Good. Even when, like, the audience is trying to make her one, as we're going to see in, like, the next couple of chapters.
Yeah. Let's meet up at the final match.
Yeah.
And to be honest,
whatever.
She has one of the toughest opponents, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially with her power. Where we talked about, if she makes him float, he'll just use explosions to propel himself around.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty much established who the top three were, whether the order could change, but, you know, they are pretty much the top three. There's Bakugo, there's Todoroki, and there's Deku. For varying reasons.
Yeah.
But those are the top three, and she has to fight one of them in the first round, which kind of sucks.
So Tetsu and Hardbody were in a draw.
Yeah.
So they had to arm wrestle.
That's not a good tiebreaker, but whatever.
Is that even how their powers work? They're not strong, they're just...
No, they're not strong. So this was supposed to be something like, hey, we got nothing else to make that decision by, so just raw physical force, I guess.
Yeah. And so preparing for the next match, Froggy-chan's like...
Oh, and Hard Body won, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course, he's one of the main characters. Sort of.
So Froggy-chan says, this match is going to be the most upsetting. And everybody's like, I might look away the entire time. Because everybody's assuming that Ochiko's going to get murdered.
Pretty much.
Look at that face. That is the face of a winner.
Yeah.
It's
the face of something, alright.
That is a boss expression. That's the expression.
Hey, look, it's Ichigo.
Kind of.
Ichigo never had this kind of edge to him.
Yeah, every time I look at this guy, I just think chav, and that's not a nice comparison to have.
Not really, no.
So, here we go. Ochiko versus Bakugo. And now I got the fan art that you guys talking about at the very end of the chapter.
Oh.
Weird.
Okay, chapter 36. I think this was the chapter that I talked about way back when, like 3 weeks ago, probably. Where I was like, I'm super looking forward to talking about this one because it pissed me off, but then it recovered so well. Okay. So, trash talk, as Bomberman likes to.
Yeah. You're the bitch who floats shit, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Angel Face.
In fairness, the blush stickers are kind of a little bit much.
Yeah. What was the strategy you came up with for against Bakugo? And so she was just like, Deku's just saying, it's true that he has maneuverability midair. If she can cause him to float, she can gain the initiative from there.
Yeah, which is not a great plan. But like you said, it just makes it easier for him to move, but there would be a short span of time where he would have to try and figure out what the difference is.
Yeah, so it's not a great plan, but...
He's never flown before. He's always just propelled himself. So he could work it out quickly, but it would be very rough and he'd be prone to mistakes.
It's entirely possible that if she did manage it, he would blow himself out of the arena.
Yeah. Which, it's pretty good.
Also, next panel. Holy shit. Or next page, I mean.
Yeah, the fan art?
Yeah, that's... Wow.
Yeah.
That's villainous.
Oh, yeah. Right, I forgot about that.
There's some really awesome fan art of Bakugo just looking insane.
Yeah, that'll happen.
So, next page. Start! She needs to strike fast!
Yeah. So, she's running in, and Bomberman does what Bomberman does. He's like, nope. Basically. Explosive nope.
Yeah. And the whole edge is like, oh, holy hell, is he really going all out on her?
Against a girl? And this was where I was starting to get pissed off. Just fair warning.
Yeah, I was getting annoyed at it too.
React like that, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense in this universe. Powers are unisex.
Yeah.
Anybody can have anything.
But it's still Japan.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So, and she runs in again from behind. She caught him by surprise because of the smoke. Ooh.
No, she made her jacket float.
Oh, right.
So that he would think it was her. So she could attack him from
by surprise. Woo!
And still doesn't work because he's Bakugo. And Bakugo is awesome.
Yeah, just explosions everywhere.
I have to admit that most people in the audience, if you see a guy using explosions against a girl like this whose powers just makes things float, you'd feel uncomfortable at the very least. Because I think exploding anybody would make me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but since most of the audience are heroes, supposedly, villains wouldn't hold back on her because she's a girl.
Yeah.
So expecting him to, when this is basically, a big deal fight that they're really supposed to try to win, no, you don't do that. If this was a training exercise and he was holding back, the teachers would actually kick the shit out of him for it.
Yeah.
I don't doubt.
Probably. But, the audience is filled with those probably just normal people talking, I guess. I don't know.
Not. It's actually called out that no, that's not the case. It's actually the heroes that are being like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
But, Bakugo's really fast at reacting.
Yeah. So he's not even letting her get close. Explosion, again. I'm on page 8, by the way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just to check
he ran up and
okay. I'm on page 11. I thought we were way ahead. I was opening another chapter, so I lost track of us a bit.
Yeah, so all the lamos and Froggy-chan in the audience are like, "Oh, Chico, why is she doing this?"
Lamos and Froggy-chan, I love that.
Yeah.
And Ochiko's like, "I'm still standing!"
That's pretty badass, I gotta say.
Explosions and explosions and explosions because it's Bakugo.
And then he just...
Incidentally, she has an accent thing.
Yeah.
It comes out when she's stressed or annoyed or angry or whatever. Which is nice.
It's
I like that.
It's the whole idiot from Osaka thing, so that usually gets translated into... The translator calls it provincial, but I don't know what that means. So...
See, what is it, either Southern or Brooklyn or something?
Something like that. She uses a lot more apostrophes, basically.
Yeah.
And then this knight, this chivalrous knight, has a problem with what he's seeing. He can't watch anymore. And he calls out Bakugo. How can you be a hero acting like that? And he gets the crowd to start booing.
Oh, yeah.
It just blow out of bounds already.
If your whole shtick is a knight, then I can kind of get that, because you're an outdated concept that ran on chivalry, even though you kind of didn't and were a dick to everyone, but, it gets romanticized that you ran on chivalry and would never hit a woman. But, yeah... of all the characters to use to incite this kind of thing, that would make sense.
His shtick is also, why don't you blow her out of bounds already, because you're just kind of blowing her up and just keep hitting her.
Except we already answered that. She's low to the ground. You can't do that.
Yeah, but this guy's an idiot, so...
Yeah. I wasn't blaming you. I'm saying this guy's an idiot, too. It's just,
And Present Mike agrees.
And then he gets elbowed in the face.
For all of us, until he gets
elbowed. Thank you, Eraserhead. You're awesome.
Who said he's just toying with you? Pro, how many years? Yeah, there's no mean for you to keep watching. Joseph ever go home.
In fact, you ought to keep watching the match at a career turnover site.
I love the faces of the crowd.
I mean, I don't usually love this guy, but this is a great speech.
Yeah. He clearly recognizes...
Is that just a skeleton in armor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Is that the guy from Medieval?
No, he'd have to have one eye.
Yeah, he'd have one eye.
Okay, fair enough.
So, he clearly recognizes the strength of an opponent who's reached this far and is on guard as a result. So, Bakugo's treating Ochiko like an actual serious opponent.
He always has.
Yeah, I know. And that's nice. It's nice to see that.
And she proves she is a serious opponent with her next move. As soon as the page loads.
Yeah. He's doing everything he's trying to win.
Which is her thanking him for letting his guard down. Which, it's kind of false. It's actually, should be thanking him for being so hyper-focused on her. But whatever.
Yeah. Also, that panel, she still ain't dead. pretty awesome. Ochiko doesn't really get awesome shots like that, but when she does, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, it's at the bottom of this page that they explain she's low to the ground, so he couldn't lower back. Never mind.
So.
Yeah, and she's basically spent the entire match floating up bits of debris so that he can't actually see them. And she's just letting them all pile up there. So, as soon as she feels like she has enough...
She never let him...
Yeah.
She never let him cotton on. I win! And then
That's the phrase that I would use. What the fuck?
And then meteor falls.
Does it translate to British? That's a little weird.
She does not win because Bakugo explosions.
Yeah, that's kind of his thing.
That's beyond anything he's done so far, though. That is pretty enormous. I would not be surprised if he ended up actually singeing or damaging his hand somehow from doing that.
That's not... He's immune to his own explosion. If that was a thing that would happen, he would have blown his thumbs off long ago.
I've always kind of taken that as to a point, not complete immunity, but yeah.
Well, the reason it explodes is because his bodily fluids can be explosive. In other words, his sweat. The explosive substance is on his hand already. So if it explodes, then it explodes.
He's explained before. He explains later on in the chapters that he has a limited number of uses for his explosions. Is the main thing, because you can only sweat so much before you need to actually replenish your bodily fluid.
You eventually get dehydrated and you sweat less and such. Yeah.
So
I wonder when that's going to come in play.
I think after this, he would not have a lot of explosions left.
Maybe.
He would need to just drink a fuckload of water.
Yeah. He could be a sponsor for Gatorade.
Yeah. It's filled with electrolytes and nitroglycerin.
So he basically, giant explosion. His reflexes are way too fast for a lot of things to work. He needs to not notice it. Unfortunately, he did notice it, so...
He must be content with himself after that explosive showing. Ba-dum-ting.
Why? Did we skip over Infinity Gal's face in that last page?
Yeah, a little bit, sorry.
She looks terrifying, and for good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his face on the next panel. That's a face to be afraid of.
You can kind of see his mask. How that... With the shadow over his face.
Is that his mask?
Kind of.
That's a shadow.
Yeah, it's a shadow. But he's saying it looks like the mask, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay. It looks like it. So, he's actually, now excited. Because, real match starts now.
And she's out.
Hit her weight limit.
Yep.
And this look of just shock on his face. It's not just shock, it's kind of like...
disappointment.
Yeah. He was into it. He thought it was a good match so far. So...
I think the shock is because of how dedicated she is. She very clearly still wants to fight, she just cannot stand up.
Yeah.
Okay. Saying daddy there is a little unnerving. And,
because she has
might have choked up just a little bit just now and was trying to cover for it. So, yeah. Okay.
I'm hoping she gets some recognition from some big hero for that. Yeah, it was a good show.
That was pretty impressive.
Translation notes, basically saying there's not really any actual cursing in Japanese, so Bomberman constantly cursing is actually just to represent incredibly disrespectful speech. He uses disrespectful forms of address a lot and doesn't really show any respect for anyone. And by comparison, in Western countries, that would probably translate to a lot of swearing.
Yeah. Never using people's names, always calling them ass, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Next chapter opens with, this is not fan art, this is probably official artwork. Okay. Yeah. So basically, I don't want to say parents and children, but, you know.
It's heirs.
Yeah, okay, heirs. That makes more sense.
It does. That, or I was going to say progenitors, but that might not work either.
Todoroki needs to be holding his right hand up and a middle finger to Endeavor in this picture.
Yeah.
Just not even looking at him.
They should not be on the same... Todoroki should be turned around and flipping him off with both hands.
Yeah.
By the way, if you look, Todoroki only has 4 fingers on his left hand.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Huh.
What the hell?
Yeah, right?
Huh. That seems like something you'd notice earlier.
Yeah.
I noticed everything.
Maybe it's just an error in this particular image.
Or maybe he's holding his index finger down with his thumb. But it looks like he has 4 fingers.
Okay.
Alright, so, he who had nothing versus he who was handed everything.
Okay, so Uraraka is down and out of the competition.
Yeah.
So Bomberman advances to the next round. Yay, Bomberman!
Yeah. About that, I don't care if you are.
He looks so disappointed.
A little bit. Like I say, he was into it. He wanted to keep going. But, you know.
Yeah. That fight just got interesting since she finally attacked him for the first time, and then that was it.
Yeah.
And he's pissed about
it.
The first words that were out of his mouth were, yo, what the fuck?
Well, he has an assumption about what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's mistaken, but, you know.
And then, he's just like, oh, my match is next. Let's just get ready. Congrats. Okay, bye.
Why don't I just die, huh? Okay. Yeah.
So, Bakugo's just... Yeah, he's getting angry at Deku.
Don't fuck around and bust my goddamn balls. That's definitely a translator creation.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
It is. I don't think the Japanese have a saying for that.
I like the way that Bakugo is getting angry at Deku because Ochiko is endangering herself like that.
Mm.
Like, he's just like, you know me, and you made her, that plan made her just fling herself around so dangerously.
Like, you're gonna make a plan that sends her right at me? Do you know who I am? Don't you know what I've been doing this whole time?
Yeah. So,
Ken, did you take inspiration from Bakugo for Gunshot Phoenix?
No,
I feel like you did.
I did not, but...
Color Bakugo's hair blue and you have Gunshot Phoenix.
No, Gunshot doesn't talk about Purloins enough.
Yeah. You mean Bomberman doesn't talk about Purloin enough?
Yeah, I think you got that back up. Never mind.
So Deku admits, Ochiko came up with that plan by herself, so she was tossing you around.
Not only does he
if anyone was busting your balls.
Yeah. Not only does he admit that, but he also outright admits that he also came up with a plan and she didn't use it.
Yeah. Busting your balls.
Then he goes back and sits with his quote-unquote friends.
Yo, hey, that was nearly as tough as your face's villainy.
Page fucking load. Thank you, Christ. Villain E, yeah. played an amazing little heel nonetheless, Bakugo. Thank you, Froggy-chan.
Yeah.
Cutting right to the quick. It's good.
And Thunder calls Ochiko fragile little girl, and Bakugo counters with, "Where do you see fragile?"
I like this.
Yeah.
And again, Froggy-chan, you got beat pretty quick.
Yeah.
So you don't have room to talk, you little bitch.
I like how this is kind of like destroying the classic Sakura type thing.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I'm so glad for that. Then again, Naruto did the same thing briefly, or tried to.
Yeah, but I have more faith in this than I do have in Naruto.
Yeah, but
Remember when Sakura cut her hair and it was a great, inspiring moment of her letting go of her being girly girl so she could be a true ninja?
Follow-up is key. There needs to be follow-up or this is worthless.
Yeah.
But it's a nice start, at least. So
she's like, yeah, I guess I lost. And she's all cheerful, because that's her thing.
And she got recovered. That's a verb now.
Well,
I'm down with it. Yeah. I'm down with it.
Recovered is a verb. Recovered is not.
I'm down with it.
I feel like she'd use that, so.
I don't care if you don't like it. I'm fine with it.
So she went easy on the recovery to keep up her stamina. It doesn't say life force or anything like that, or lifespan, just stamina.
Well, that's what it is, yeah.
So, yeah, there's something. That Bakugo is really strong. Step it up and give it my all. So, she's kind of like Tekki always looks straight ahead, and we get to see the arm wrestle. And yeah, Kirishima won.
Yeah.
Shock.
Woo! I don't care. Good job, Fake Keela.
Kirishima has to shake Tetsu's hand, and bro. That's what bros do when they do manly shit and man out.
Yeah.
Go to a draw in a fist fight and then arm wrestle. That's man shit. Bro stuff.
That is
bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Bro-shima got the win.
So Ochiko is just like, I'll watch, so do your best, and she's sending him off. And then she has to continue a call that she had with her dad.
Yep. And the sadness sets in.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always next year.
The feeling train. It's a-coming.
It's already arrived.
There's no way Scouts will get what I'm about with just one fight.
Make it express stops right in your heart.
Well, Well, I can't say I really get any of that difficult sound stuff. Yeah, that's the impression I get from that speech pattern there.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But just because you lost doesn't mean your path closed up, does it? You got next year too, don't you? Yeah. And I know my sweet, kind Ochiko will without a doubt become a great hero. And she's crying, and Deku can hear her from the next room. But he can't really do anything about it.
Oh.
Then Endeavor comes up to wreck the feelings train.
Oh! Hey, look, it's Endeavor!
Fuck.
Ruining every feeling moment ever, Endeavor.
Emotions? Endeavor will burn them because he's Endeavor.
It is what he does.
Oh, so you are here.
Okay. The flame thing just makes his outfit look really weird.
He's a Pokémon.
The first time I saw him, I thought Arcanine, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Arcanine right now.
Looking at him now in the page with the really, Deku expression in it.
Mm-hmm.
He looks kind of like a medieval foppish character with a really elaborate outfit that's big and poofy.
Yeah, that's a good
Look
comparison.
Look at his boots. Look at them.
Those are boots that are made for walking.
They are fabulous boots.
That's just what they'll do.
One of these days, these
but you
boots
know,
are
Ken, one
walk...
of those days, boots gonna walk right over you
and set you on fire.
Yeah, probably that too.
So such wind pressure with just a flick of the finger.
Endeavor, use Blaze Kick.
Yeah,
Get it?
yeah. Maybe this one will actually learn Blaze Kick instead of our fucking shitty combustion that didn't learn anything.
This guy.
Endeavor, use wait.
No.
Only reminded of what Pokemon is that? That's the fire horse.
Rapidash.
Rapidash.
That's it. That's all I can think of.
That's also technically a fire unicorn.
Whatever.
So he points out that he has a quirk to rival All Might's power. And so Deku's freaking out. My Shoto has a duty to surpass All Might. His match against you will no doubt prove an excellent test bed. So you do your best not to give him to a disgraceful match. So...
Yeah.
He's kind of intimidating him, but Deku counters with, I am not All Might. That's obvious, right? Todoroki isn't you. So
seriously, this was the biggest balls we've seen from Deku so far. He's had a lot of moments, but this is the biggest one.
This is calling out number 2 on his bullshit.
No, this is calling out number 1, because he knows All Might isn't number 1 anymore.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Literally the worst guy you'd piss off.
Well. Anyway, so we got Todoroki versus Deku. Yay!
You got All Might says on you, huh? You can. Okay. World ain't big enough for both of them.
Actually, it pretty much is. They're both students. They're in the same class, even.
Yeah, I mean...
Midoriya...
Don't be so exclusionary, Zero. Jeez.
I'm reading what it says. It says it's not big enough for both of them, so I assume that one day they're both going to swell into super giants and they will be unable to both inhabit the world unless they must kill each other now.
I mean, there's room for everyone, Zero. We're all just fighting for our equal rights as humans on this big old blue-green rock. I mean, come on, baby.
Mostly blue.
But it's not blue and green.
Technically dolphins on the planet. Okay, translator notes, basically saying he doesn't like honorifics, so he's just using fucking Mr. and all that crap. Good for him, it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah.
Chapter 38, how are we doing for time? We can definitely get through everything. We get to catch up this week, motherfuckers, yeah!
So... before the fight starts, Ochiko's coming back, and everyone's freaking out because their eyes are all swollen from the ass whooping.
No, their eyes are swollen from crying.
And from, like, blazing up in the fucking back room, apparently.
Apparently.
What's up, bros?
It was 420 yesterday, by the way.
It was.
I saw a lot of pictures and videos and everything. Yay, it's 420, yay. So then we get...
Probably why Ray quit, by the way.
Yeah.
Probably almost the entire reason. Anyway.
So...
yeah, so let's... oh, fuck, I pressed the wrong button.
Everybody's watching this fight.
Yay, including the villains.
Izuku!
And Deku's mom. With a lot of tissues. They're all...
yeah. You know the villains have got to get their fingers in a lot of pies and such.
I mean, they got their
pretty hands-on.
I mean, they got their hands all over. No. They got their hands all over this one.
In this case, they're pretty much hands-off. I mean they're not getting anywhere close to this one. They just want to...
Yeah, they can't touch this fight.
Yeah, there's no way they'll be caught red-handed watching this. Alright, so...
I mean, hand to God, I didn't think they'd actually be showing up either.
Well, watching this, with this information might have a hand in Deku's defeat later on.
Yeah,
it's true.
I mean, it's not like they can go in there. I mean, there's more heroes in that arena than you can poke a stick at or a finger.
That was reaching.
Yeah, that was reaching.
I felt it.
With both hands. So, Slicer, how bad do you want to kill yourself right now? Okay. Also, Space Jam is in this fucking chapter, so
yes, there he is.
Everybody get up. It's time to stand now.
What? Wait, what page are we on? I got momentarily distracted.
We were on page 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're on page 3 now.
Moving on to the next page. First thing he'll do is try to freeze me, and Todoroki's like, yeah, if he hits me, it's really bad.
It's over, basically. So they both decide they have to strike first.
Pretty much.
Okay, so Todoroki does... This is going to be a blow-by-blow of the fucking fight, apparently. So, Todoroki does a wave of ice, which is his basic opening gambit for every fight ever.
Well, if it keeps working, why change?
It works, so yeah. And Deku basically blasts the whole damn thing with a one-finger
with his
smash.
Middle finger.
Yeah. That's a good starting point.
It is.
And he destroys his middle finger.
He destroys his middle finger, but repels the attack.
He'll have to keep it elevated for a little while.
Wow, he smashed it. Again, these don't work in English.
Whoa! Yeah, so he needs to use all his power to avoid getting caught in that ice. And he destroyed it again. 2 fingers.
Yep, and that's pretty much how the fight goes for a little bit.
Just to find the opening, I've only got 6 left.
Yep, and Todoroki has basically covered himself. There is a wall of ice behind him, so Deku can't just run around the outside and blindside him. Doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So. And again.
Yeah, so...
and Peanut Gallery. Yeah.
And here's where Bakugo admits, we don't just shoot them rapid fire, So, quirks all have limits. And
he wants to beat Kirishima to death.
Yeah.
In fairness, a lot of people have that reaction to it.
I mean, why do you want to hurt Bro Shima?
Stop trying to make that a thing.
He's a bro, though.
Yeah.
I prefer fake Kiba.
So, Bakugo says, his way to get around his limit was to use his costume to amplify his explosions.
That's pretty much what all the costumes are for. It's to give a cover for their weaknesses and for whatever fatigue would cause in their powers. It kind of counterbalances it.
Mm-hmm.
Todoroki, luckily, has his own built-in counterbalance, but he refuses to use it. So, yeah. Todoroki doesn't want Deku to make it an endurance match. He actually says this out loud. It's kind of stupid.
And he rushes at him, and he manages to catch Deku's leg with his eyes. And then Deku just uses his arm and annihilates it.
And then flying spin kick, it looks like. That looks like what he's winding up there in that last panel.
Great.
Yeah, So...
Then goes for a punch instead. That's not what that motion was going for. Oh.
He doesn't want to injure his leg.
Hmm.
He can't injure his arms all he wants. If he injures his leg, he's done for.
Ish, I guess. Yeah.
If you injure all your arms and you can't use your arms anymore, at least you have a chance to kick him, and you can run around and stuff.
Anyway. Wait. What the fuck?
What?
Okay, I have to assume that Deku's whole plan the whole time was to make Todoroki hit his limit for using his ice powers, because he's stopping him from getting close, and that's kind of where Deku would want him if he was actually trying to hit him with his, abilities.
Kept at range, the only thing he can do is launch more ice, which makes him hit his limit faster. So, yeah, I could believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that has to be the thing, because he's keeping him away from his best possible range.
Also, if he did hit him, 1, the round would be over, and his ulterior motive for this would be failed. And 2, he would be dead. He would be paced. He can't control his powers.
He can't hit people with his full power.
I thought that was just that one person that canceled his powers.
No, that's the real reason. He subconsciously limits himself whenever he hits an actual person.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that was why he didn't screw himself over the last time that he used it.
Again, that was on the shark
breaking his arm.
That,
he's still breaking his fingers every time he uses it on just Todoroki's ice, but using it on people, it doesn't work.
Yeah, if he punches Todoroki, he'll be fine.
Hmm.
So Todoroki's like, you've reached your limit. Everybody can see I'm more than just the son of number 2.
But he's shivering, which means Todoroki has also pretty much reached his limit.
Yeah,
or at least nearing it, yeah.
And Deku's just like, so that's the reason? What the hell? Kind of upset that he's just like trying to say, hey, I'm more than just my father. Thanks to you, that guy's face says he just got knocked down a peg or 2. So,
pretty much, because he's putting on such a showing with just the ice powers, then Endeavor gets none of the credit for this.
Yeah. And so he's about to try to finish off, and then Deku goes, where are you looking? I like that. And he smashes the ice again.
Yeah, the match is going on over here, motherfucker.
With his broken fingers.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you in this part? You're shivering, Todoroki-kun. In that panel.
That's some Silent Hill artwork right there.
A bit,
right.
Yeah.
Because now he's kind of intimidating with how much pain he must be going through.
With 2 broken hands, completely broken, all fingers, the palm, the wrists, everything, and then a broken forearm in his left. And he calmly explains how quirks work. That's pretty badass.
Yeah. Calmly explaining that Todoroki could fix the problem with his whole overusing his ice thing if he wanted, but he's just not doing that because pride.
Holy shit, I just realized what this is. What was it, Nerve Damage? That fic where Napoleon just lectures...
Yep.
Gilgamesh?
Don't look down on heroes. Yeah.
That's what this is, and that's why it's so awesome.
Yeah.
You think you were only using half your power, but you haven't been able to put a single scratch on me yet.
That's right. You haven't been kicking my ass. I've been kicking my ass.
And that's... I think we talked about this last week, and that is a Bomberman expression right there.
Yeah.
Get over here and fight me.
As I make a fifth with my broken fingers.
His
I linked you guys the
double
image.
broken fingers.
Yeah.
I linked you guys the image a while back, where this is in relation to when he was clutching his fist and he was like, I can still move, and he was crying and everything. and like he had the collar down, and now he's got his collar popped, his one sleeve missing. He's playing. He's got a mad, evil expression on his face. You can kind of see tears in his eyes from the pain, but he's just like angry now.
They really did actually have an effect on each other, didn't they?
Yeah.
Deku and Bomberman. It's great.
Yeah, it's
good that goes both ways.
You need to start dropping
it is,
F-bombs.
yeah, actually.
Okay, and now, ladies and gentlemen, probably mostly gentlemen, we are finally, officially caught up with My Hero Academia. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause! Yay!
I'm not clapping into this mic.
Let's do chapter 39 then.
Yep, so chapter 39, the most recent chapter, came out like 2 days ago.
I haven't actually gotten around to reading this one yet, so it's new to me too.
Yeah. So, starting with a flashback panel of Todoroki's mom, I think. Probably.
Yeah, that's his mom.
And then he's just, like, at some point along the way, I totally forgot. What do you think you're doing? All Might, did my old man pay you off? Curse word in there. So he's starting to get pissed off because Deku won't just leave and go down.
He won't go down, and he's purposefully trying to goad him into using his fire powers, even though it would actually weaken Deku's position. Because, there's no way that he could just smash away fire powers. That probably wouldn't work quite as well.
He could use the wind pressure to kind of blow it away.
It still wouldn't work as well.
Yeah,
he would still get burned from it. It would just make his injuries worse. Plus, he would still be using a smash, which would make his own injuries worse by himself. It would not help him in any way, so he is just doing it for Todoroki's sake for whatever reason.
So, pissed off Todoroki starts to charge, only his moves are laggy now, so the second he starts to move, Deku's already faster than him.
And Bakugo's doing the analysis this time.
Yeah. Like I said, it goes both ways. Bakugo is getting an analysis on. That's good.
Yep.
Was the range he showed off against Soy Sauce Face his maximum?
Soy Sauce Face, by the way, is the sellotape guy. They do an in-depth analysis of... Apparently there's different face types in Japanese.
I guess.
Weird.
So, the image, focus on the image, don't let the microwave explode it. Don't let it explode! And he punches him.
Yeah, so that's him it's him focusing on not using all of his power.
Yeah. Also, did he catch his left arm with that frost?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you can see it on the next page. He got him. Not enough, clearly. Ow. Just goes flopping.
He punched him with his broken
bouncing
hand.
across the ground.
Yeah. And he punched him with his broken hand.
Well, both of his hands are pretty much broken at this point.
Well, his entire left arm is broken, but just the fingers. Oh, man, that hurts so much.
So they're both now injured and running out of, powers and stuff.
Yeah, like, he tries the ice on Deku, but Deku can just free himself really easily, or just dodge it. It's really weak now.
And Cementos is wondering whether he should stop the fight, because it's getting kind of dangerous.
You can't repeatedly break your bones and expect not to be crippled by it.
Yeah. Deku's got so much adrenaline that he probably can't feel any pain anymore.
He has bones in his hand at this point. I just figured it was all gravel or whatever's left.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what it is. They would be shards by this point. They wouldn't even be pieces.
Yeah. And Midnight is like, he's gonna be up shit creek whether he wins this fight or not.
Yeah, he's pretty
So, yeah.
Already his prospects for the next match are just gone. It doesn't matter who wins at this point.
This is leaping into...
Eraserhead admits that he's not just doing his stupid I can't control it, but I'll use it anyway thing. He is learning to control it, and he's doing the best he can, but...
There's clearly a reason he's doing this. He's picked up on that, it seems like.
Yeah, but he feels like he's gotten a little too reliant on the whole, we can heal you in like a day thing.
Yeah. And it requires a lot of resolve to just leap into that pain anyways. Mm.
Well, not really if you know you're going to get healed from it in 3 hours. Like, that's not really...
Yeah, but it hurts a lot.
Yeah. They've pretty much explicitly told him he can't do that anymore. That's not a thing that he can do because it's going to end up killing him if he keeps relying on it that heavily.
Plus a full recovery.
Also, what is he doing in this third panel? Is he like sucking on his thumb or what?
He's moving. He's flicking his thumb with his mouth, with his tongue.
Yeah, I think he's trying to reset the bone or something.
No. He is doing the smash with his mouth because he can't move his hand anymore.
I see. That makes sense.
I'm confused.
No, he's using his mouth to make his thumb do the motion for the smash.
Yeah, he's doing the smash with his mouth. Smash mouth.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me.
Same here. I knew somebody was
going. Please stop.
He was looking kind of dumb.
Thank you.
With his finger in his mouth.
Yeah.
So...
the shape of an L on her forehead.
I will hurt you.
Yeah, okay. Moving on to the next page because it's awesome.
I want to live the expectations. I want to be able to answer with a smile. I want to become a super cool hero.
First panel, he looks like Tokiyami.
A bit, yeah.
Probably totally unintentional, but he does.
Yeah. So
that's what he wants to live up to.
Yeah, true hero.
Yeah. So there's blood on his hand, there's blood on his mouth from putting his bloody thumb in his mouth to actually attack.
And he's teary-eyed because, ow.
Another flashback panel, and... yeah.
Shoto. And Deck is just like, I can't begin to understand basically your whole reasons, your resolve and everything, but...
the fact that you're trying to become number one and only using half your strength just to piss someone off is fucking ridiculous. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much the message.
Yeah.
And it shits on everyone else's pride.
Endeavor's a cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's beating up his 5-year-old son.
Yeah.
Considering he's hunched over and there's vomit on the floor, it's pretty clearly punched him in the stomach. So, yeah. Or kicked him. One or the other.
Yeah.
Or he just had him training and ran until he threw up.
No, I didn't consider that. But yeah, that's possible.
The fact that they're indoors in what looks to be some sort of dojo or type building thing for me, it's just... I don't know. So, no, he's only 5 get my way.
You can run inside.
Until you throw up, it's really hard.
Yeah, you do laps.
I know, but it would take a lot longer.
No, it wouldn't. It would take exactly the same amount of time.
You have to turn more. It's just like running a straight line in. I hate this, Mommy. I don't ever want to be like that. I want to be like someone who bullies Mom. Me. So, yeah, Endeavor's freaking abusive. Yeah. Maybe not physically, but at least verbally.
Yeah. So, this is where No Might is realizing exactly what Deku's trying to do. It's not even about the match anymore. It is about saving Todoroki.
Yeah. Those things, your older brothers are people inhabit a different world from you. His other brothers are the failures. So Endeavor doesn't give a crap about them. They can go out and play and be regular kids.
Incidentally, we get to see his brothers. One of them has spiky hair, so it could be a Thunder alike.
One of them has weird dots or stripes in their hair.
Not sure what that could be.
Yeah,
and it just looks like a regular kid.
None of these really give us an idea of what they are.
Yeah. Mom, I think I might be going crazy. I can't take anymore. Every day the kids, they get more and more like him. The kids. So all the other kids are becoming more like Endeavor.
What kids? His siblings? But
his
I thought
siblings.
They were failures.
Yeah, but they're somehow becoming more like Endeavor.
I don't know how that works.
Because he's raising them to be like him, pretty much.
But they suck, apparently.
That doesn't mean he still can't get use out of them.
I guess they're being arrogant pricks despite having very little power?
Well, if their dad turns on them, essentially, then they're going to turn on each other and act like that. It's just that cycle of hate kind of thing.
Okay.
So, yeah, his mom is emotionally and mentally unstable, so she doesn't want to raise her son anymore.
Yeah.
Because she feels like...
Yeah, he walks in on a phone call.
And he only shows his left side when he peeks through the door.
Yeah, and that's all she sees. And then the next flashback panel, he has a bandage over that side of his face.
She's cooking, so she must have thrown the hot water at him.
That's a teapot right there. She was making tea. So she sees that little face through the door, she just picks up the teapot and just throws it at him. So.
Because she injured you, I had her sent to the hospital. That reads to me like he had her committed.
Yes, he did.
That's the best approach. The worst is he beat her, pretty much. Neither is really great, but at least she's getting help, I suppose.
I feel like Endeavor may be a horrible person, but I don't think he sent her to the hospital unless, like, after beating her severely. I think he sent her to mental health.
Well, considering she just injured his prize progeny,
pretty much,
probably the best way of phrasing it, he might have actually done that.
He also,
given what we have seen of his character so far.
He specifically mentions it's a critical time, so he clearly cares about this in a selfish sort of way.
It's too important for that thing to screw you up.
Yeah.
Which is probably how he sees it at this point. He is really a reprehensible character at this point.
Yes. Yes, he is.
He's like, I hate
we might just be throwing more onto it, but, you know. Saying Zero?
He hates his dad again, and the next
Thank you for that. We hadn't realized that he hates his dad.
Yeah. My father, it's yours! It's your power! It really pisses off Deku that somebody who has so much power is not going to claim it as theirs and is not going to use it, because Deku didn't have a power. Right? He would kill for that opportunity to use that power. You know, he would have. And the fact that he's just, like, disregarding half his power really is infuriating.
And we have another flashback. And it's actually Todoroki watching All Might giving a speech.
It's important it's not that connection, but rather your own flesh and blood. It's yours and yours alone.
It's the reason he always says, "For I'm here."
I'm here. It's his power. It's him, not anybody else's.
Pretty much.
Having a specific significance to All Might, because, well...
It's passed down.
Yeah, it's the power he earned.
Yeah.
I guess. So.
Also, there's something to keep in mind. On the next page, it shows his eyes pretty close up, and you might think that he has a damaged eye, but in the previous page at the bottom, he just has heterochromia. It's not a damaged eye.
I love that term for it. It's great.
Yeah.
Heterochromia. It's great.
You can become the man you want to be.
And then fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
You have a way to help your enemy. Which one of us is the joke? And then you get the evilest face of Endeavor we've seen yet.
Pretty much.
He is literally devil analog at this point, isn't he?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
And we get the chapter title.
Which, yeah, alright.
Todoroki Shoto, The Origin, which is a reference to Chapter 1, Midori Izuku, The Origin. Midori Izuku, yeah. Because this is his start as an actual hero. As an actual hero. Yeah.
Yep. And then we get translation notes, and it's an explanation of Ochiko's dialect that she slips into when she's talking to her parents or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we get one for what soy sauce face is.
Yeah, so apparently if you have, like, chiseled jaw, basically kind of Western face, then you have Worcester sauce face.
Huh.
I like that.
Alrighty. Is it because of the shape of the bottles, or how does that work?
Because it's a Western originating sauce, maybe? And it's a very Western style face that you don't see in Japan. At least very often.
Worcester sauce is gross.
It kind of is, actually, yeah. I'm not going to disagree with you.
It's only good when you cook things with it.
Then again, I'm not a big fan of soy either, so, you know.
Oh, no, I can't stand the stuff, actually.
Or vinegar. In fact, there's only like 3 things on the list. Not really, no. But yeah, apparently sugar face is when you look like a child.
We'd call that baby face here.
Yes,
but
that's a baby face.
Yeah. I think I prefer baby face, to be honest.
I think I'm a Worcester's sauce face.
No, you're not.
Oh, I think.
Also, these are Japanese faces, not Western faces. That would have to be a different. I don't think anyone of like Caucasian descent would have, say, for example, vinegar face.
All right.
Anyway, so that's the end of My Hero Academia until next week. I'm gonna fucking sneeze again. Are you fucking kidding me?
When we get the final fight. And I say final.
No, I'm not. God damn it, I fucking hate it when that happens. Okay. So.
I'm the god of that thing. You suddenly have things. And your friend says, "What's up?" And you suddenly freeze. But you still have that nose tingle. It's a horrible tease.
It's a horrible tease.
And you're like, oh.
Oh, he can't finish it.
I can't use the F word.
You're both dumb.
It's a good song.
Alright.
Okay.
So we are caught up.
Comments.
Yeah.
Comments, yay! It's going to be a short episode this week. We're only like an hour and a quarter, but, you know, we started late for reasons. So.
But we were like 3 minutes late.
Should have started like 20 minutes earlier. If you... Alright. Comments. This week we asked you, the audience, what power would be a good counterbalance to Todoroki's fire? I did say counter initially, but Slicer pointed out that could be misunderstood. And what taunt would you use for brainwash? Basically, to get someone to answer you. Lisa 60405. I believe you get a Pokemon at some point soon, by the way. Spoilers. You said yay. Sorry. I'll rephrase. You said yay. Which I appreciate. That's good callback. It's very nice. I like it. Stevens. You said, I think a box of solid air to capture Todoroki could counter the fire. Like I said, it could be miscommunicated. But this is dependent on the box not shattering easily. A brainwashing taunt could be, idiots say what really quickly to get a response from the hypnotism target.
A bit basic, but yeah, sure. Also, yeah, I can see the solid air thing. If it's too weak and it shatters instantly, there's no point in it. It wouldn't be strong enough. I
could see the idiots say what thing because it just actually works so well. Because if you're an idiot, You would say, what? And then you get hypnotized, proving you're an idiot. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. Cynic's Rise says, brother with the same powers as Solid Air guy, I guess? And for Mind Control guy, you know you need to blink to breathe, right? To which the most likely response is, what the fuck? And thus they have responded.
It's true. Say something baffling and they'll have to respond, even if they don't mean to.
Yeah.
Like, some people think cucumber tastes better pickled. What?
That or they'll just comment on that they like cucumbers regular. Something like that. Make conversation, really.
Okay, then we have Slicer doing the whole, hey, we did the thing and the thing. Neil, in that comment chain, says he had to have hooked up with the giant girl at some point.
I just replied to that, and I'm just saying, no, I don't think so, because as of the first chapter, the giant girl was, Mount Lady was...
She was a new hero, so she's like 20.
She's only like 23, I think is her age. So...
I took that more as him poking fun at the lack of female heroes of the series, rather than it actually saying he shacked up with her. Or
also, Zero, your comment apparently didn't show up.
Yeah, because I just commented 14 seconds ago.
Why the fuck did you do that? What's the point? We're literally on a recording where you can respond to him and he will hear it, because he's listening to the...
This would get here 30 minutes faster, though.
Yeah.
Zero's a dumbass.
I don't care what you say.
Antonio K. says, from a scientific standpoint, a good power to counter Todoroki, which is also my favorite, is the power to control wind and the air itself. All you need to do is create a vacuum and wait. I'd never thought how effective it'd be versus ice, though. To answer what Slicer had asked, I'll stick to my previous answer used in the opposite way.
Pretty much, what is that, compressed air bomb or something like that?
I'm not sure I get how air would be used to suppress the firepower's ability to burn himself. Unless he was to use it like, I don't know, some cooling fans, maybe?
That was his part of the argument that it was a counter, not compliment.
No, he used it for both. That's why I said to what Slicer had asked.
Yeah, and then he said the opposite way. So
yeah. So what I'd actually do, though, is remind him of his father. Cheap but effective.
Zero.
Yeah?
I will strangle the mic again. So, to activate hypnotism, I'd learn how to say, why can't I face someone worth my time in every language?
That's pretty
Once
good.
asked in a random language, most would be confused and question what was said, while those who knew the language well enough could respond to get under my skin. I'd only have to fear the mimes.
As you should.
Everyone fears the mimes, let's be real about this.
That's the ultimate counter to that power, is a mime.
Only thing was clowns, right, Ken?
Actually, yeah. Clowns. Ugh. I don't even know. If I had to punch a clown, I'm not even sure it would be that hard, because I'm pretty certain I would be, like, the fear would make me not as tense as I should be for a punch. So if I had to punch a clown, it wouldn't be as hard as it should be.
Plus, clowns are tricky, you know. They have those squirty flowers, and...
Yeah.
Fucking, they keep trying to give you handkerchiefs that are, like, 50 feet long. Why would you have a handkerchief that's that long?
I mean, I might not be able to even touch him at all. With that unicycle, he's got maneuverability.
Yeah.
They have really long handkerchiefs.
Plus,
so
they have... Have you seen how many of them fit in a single car? It's amazing. They could hide anywhere.
I don't know how many
Speaking of it.
Yeah, I don't know how many clowns he's got rolling deep with him, so why would I fight him?
They're all in the woodwork. The clowns are everywhere.
You fight one clown, you fight them all.
They can fit in anything. You open up your drawers and a clown pops out. You can't escape.
Why are we talking about this?
Never accept a handshake from a clown.
So his fallback plan is to study under Gordon Ramsay. That's effective.
Okay, yeah.
That's effective.
I don't think so. Gordon Ramsay doesn't go for responses. He just yells at you until you cry.
He just yells and curses at you. That's not really...
Yeah.
Just yell at them until they cry. That solves everything.
But if they cry, that's not responding.
That's not responding, but it's winning the fight anyway, so
yeah.
I guess.
It's effective.
Kainov says, power that complement Todoroki's fire, well, as he has the perfect one countering the overheating of his organism, maybe only a similar one, else he would possibly lose in a war of attrition. Maybe some power that would work like air Logia fruit that would be good for cooling him down and for offensive and defensive purposes at the same time. Or some serious ability like flying or teleportation would be beneficial in all cases. I'm really not sold on this air thing, but okay.
Todoroki, the last savage airbender, firebender. He's not an avatar, though.
Why are you reading like that? Stop reading if you're going to read like that.
He's not reading.
What is he doing?
He's just being a douche.
I
don't know why I went to douche. I don't know why I went there. I'm sorry, Zero.
Don't worry, I am.
I was going for doof, and I'm not sure. Like, seriously, less than 2 hours sleep, okay?
Remember the other day when you apologized for always being a jerk to me? That was nice.
Okay. I wasn't apologizing for always being a jerk to you. A lot of the time it's funny, and that's why I do it. Sometimes I'm a jerk when it's really uncalled for, or when you're not even there to respond to me, and then it's kind of dickish. So, yes.
Alright.
People were getting annoyed by that, then I did apologize. To the taunt, I don't really actively antagonize people. Maybe insulting the mother. You have a pic of your mama, because I'd like to confirm whether your face is just a freak of nature.
Oh.
Your mama's so fat when she sits around the house, she sits around the house.
Are we doing this right now?
We're not starting into this. No.
Go ahead, Ken. Go.
No. We will spend half an hour making Yo Mama jokes.
We have half hour. We finished early, remember?
I guess, but we have more comments.
Ken, go.
I shouldn't. I don't want to.
Go.
Your mama's so ugly. Your mama's so ugly.
Someone go.
Your mama's so ugly, she tried to enter an ugly competition. They said, sorry, we don't take professionals.
Boo!
Nice.
Not nice. That was horrible.
Yeah, it was, but it was nice that it was horrible.
I don't want to start this.
You didn't start this.
I don't want to continue.
You can continue this.
I don't want to continue this. I'm a professional now.
Your mama's so fat when she goes to the beach and lays down, people yell, oh, look, a beached whale.
That's awful. These aren't even good. These aren't even good. These are terrible.
I've got tons of terrible Yo Mama jokes that are absolutely horrible. Do not make me go through them.
One more, Zero. One more.
I don't want to hear another one. I think these are so bad you're giving me cancer inside.
Ken's a party pooper.
Okay. Never mind. Your mama's so stupid she brought a spoon to the Super Bowl.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So ugly, I could fuck her in any position, it'll still be doggy style.
I think you skipped out on most of that. So
yeah.
Really? Damn it.
Okay. So
there's no use.
I don't know, Zero, but I'm still completely able to read Black Clover at Manga Fox or Manga Town. This is the thing.
Yeah, I
go to the series.
I go to Manga Fox, and everything is licensed, so I can't read anything on that website at all. It's America.
Yeah, by the way, if you're telling someone to use a proxy server, that just means your internet will be slow as balls.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I know from experience. Ethan says, let's see what powers would help fire. Well, Endeavor could have gone it on with another fire starter to give a kid double the firepower, though that would still have all the drawbacks.
Double fire.
It worse the drawbacks, actually.
Unless he became a lava man.
Most likely you would need something that would allow you to use your already very powerful quirk indiscriminately, and for that either something to cool you down or a natural resistance to temperature would be very good. You could go with water powers, because then you could control both fire and water, keep yourself cool, and create bursts of steam. I think I like this one the best. Well, you made it, so I imagine you would like that one the best. Yeah, but, I probably agree with you.
Game Freak needs to be a dick and make a Pokemon that's a fire and a water type.
They made an electric ground type. I think they've just pretty much gone along with it. And an electric water type.
Yeah.
So.
That sounds like a bad thing waiting to happen.
What?
The electric water type?
It's,
Lantern.
Yeah.
Lantern, yeah.
Oh.
So it has a little light that attracts, its prey. Dingling. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those things that live on top of water and fish.
Yeah.
Kind of, I think.
Plus, electric eels. So water and electric
that
type
too.
is a real thing.
What would a fire-water type be?
Probably something that lives near those volcanic vents, those undersea vents.
Yeah.
Wait, do they actually have that? Because I remember, the attack Scald.
Yeah, Scald is basically a boiling water attack.
Yeah.
It seems like I don't know.
There aren't any Pokemon that actually have that typing yet, but I imagine there will be eventually.
So, back to the comment, I guess.
Yep, my taunt would be to just boldly ask the villains, so who are you supposed to be? Because these are comic book villains, and unless they specifically knew you, it would almost always send them off on a dramatic spiel.
That's pretty good.
Fair play. And for the knowing you thing, I would just get quite a few different costumes, a couple wigs, and change cities every month. That way you wouldn't be recognized, too much by I'm reading the distance again. Which wouldn't make you very popular either, but people like Eraserhead clearly get by, and Shinso seems the type that just wants to help. It's not wrong. He does seem that type. Kirishima learns Harden. Tetsu learns Iron Defense. Get your Pokemon moves right. Scrubs. Yeah, okay. Fair call. Neil
Hardness from Metapods.
Yeah. Kirishima isn't a Metapod. But that is pretty much what his power is, so it's fair play. A good counter for Todoroki's fire would be either controlling sand to douse the fire, or create carbon dioxide to suffocate the fire. I guess counter, he means the whole fighting against it thing. Yeah. I would most likely go with Slice's decision to keep throwing yo mama jokes at opponents to get them to react either in anger or in shame that Brainwash is using lame tactics to get a response.
Did I suggest that?
I don't know, but I feel like it's another excuse for some yo mama jokes. Yeah? Anyone want to jump in?
Who has any?
Okay.
I need to stop. I can't.
Okay. Taunting to use your power would have the thing I'm confused by his formatting, sorry. Have this thing I would have given to Bakugo, since whatever he does generates a response from other people and will give his character a real reason to be a dick all the time. Huh. So basically he's saying he would have given Bakugo the whole hypnotism power so he could be a dick to everyone and have a real reason for it. Beyond, a warped mindset.
Or being awesome.
That is a very interesting gray area, actually.
Ryuhitsuya says, Todoroki's counter is Deku. Shockwaves can crack ice and disrupt fire. Ish. See?
Bless you.
Thank you. Todoroki's compliment could be Kirishima for a Kakazu Hidan mutual destruction, or Cementos, as they can easily trap some furnace and or molten lava attacks. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure about the Kirishima thing, but Cementos makes sense. Fucking lava release or whatever. The best way to taunt someone is to leave them so speechless that they have to respond once they recover. That makes no sense.
And then he explains with this.
I cannot believe how incredibly stupid you are. I mean, rock hard stupid. Dehydrated, rock hard stupid. Stupid, so stupid it goes way beyond the stupid we know into a whole different dimension of stupid. You are trans-stupid stupid. Meta-stupid. Stupid collapsed on itself so far that even the neutrons have collapsed. Stupid gotten so dense that no intellect can escape. Singularity stupid. Blazing hot midday sun on Mercury stupid. You emit more stupid in 1 second than our entire galaxy emits in a year. Quasar stupid. Nothing in our universe can really be this stupid. Perhaps this is some primordial fragment from the original Big Bang of stupid. Some pure essence of a stupid so uncontaminated by anything else as to be beyond the laws of physics that we know. I'm sorry, I can't go on. This is an epiphany of stupid for me. After this, you may not hear from me again for a while. I don't have enough strength left.
That's how you lose.
Or just say Bleach is a good manga. That's just a nice ending.
That was a fantastic comment.
It was.
Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up.
I enjoyed reading every word of that. That was
give
great.
That a thumbs up.
Of course, in the real world, if it was me and I was listening to that during a fight, I'd have just looked at the referee while you were going on about that. And if you told me the fight was happening, I would have walked over and hit you, because there's no way to cut into
He would be talking, and you would say to the referee, "Can I hit him?" He'd be like, "Yeah." Hit him.
There was plenty of time to ask, get a response, and then go hit you without saying anything.
But I think the audience would have appreciated the speech. That was a good speech.
Quasar stupid.
Primordial fragment from the original Big Bang. Stupid. That was fantastic. Okay, I don't know how to follow that.
That's it for this week.
Pretty much, we need questions for next week.
I got a question. If you wanted to kick Endeavor in the balls, what kind of footwear would you have on while you were doing it?
Good question. I like that question.
Alright.
Other question. Is Froggy-chan actually going to touch the fan in our image, or is she just taunting us?
I think she's just taunting us.
I don't know. I feel like she might just do it, just see what would happen.
But she's not like that.
As long as she doesn't get her tongue stuck in the fan, she'll be fine.
Probably.
Ouch.
We don't really know how fast the fan is spinning. I mean, there's motion lines on it, but, you know.
Well, on the Blogspot page, we can see how fast it's going.
I made a GIF.
I'm assuming it's as fast as the Blogspot page's GIF is
I
going.
made multiple speeds of that fan.
Yeah, so we don't know what setting it's on.
Yeah. I sent Casey so many fan images when I was making that.
Here's the thing. He sent me so many, and then he decided all of them were broken. That he needed to fix 2 frames, and I was on, like, no sleep. I needed sleep, and he would not leave me alone.
It bothered me too much. But now it looks smooth.
I remember hearing about this when it first happened.
Yeah. Alright. See you guys
Incidentally,
next.
I'm pretty much at a similar status at this point, so we're going to stop this recording so that we can get to planning the podcast, so that we can start that recording and finish that recording so I can go to sleep. It's going to be good.
It's going
to be good, guys.
I need to sleep too, so I'm down with that.
Yeah. Sleep bros, Ken.
Yes.
That came out weirder than I intended it.
It's okay. It's all right. Be cool with your masculinity. It's all good.
Yeah. Manly man. Okay. Okay. digging a hole for myself. Kent hole. Anyway. Okay, that was on purpose. Alright. So, thanks for listening to Manga Reflux this week, and we'll be back next week with the fuck was the other thing we were going to read?
I don't remember the title of it.
Tokiwa
Kitareri, right?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't actually read any of that, so we'll be back with that. And we'll do My Hero Academia first, because it'll be, it's the one chapter and we can just get it done, and then we can go and cover as many of the chapters that we can go through in the other one. Cool? Cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll see you next week. Well, you'll hear us next... Shut up. That was advice to me, not to you, audience. Audience, talk to us.
Right.
Comments.
Tell me at what point in the speech I should have shut up, because I'm very curious at this point.
The very beginning.
Bye now.
Bye.
Later, suckers.
See you.